If we continue to be so stiff like this and don't give no bend, we gonna break. What's up, fam? Welcome to another Tay and Steph reaction video. In this reaction video, we're gonna react to America Must Be Colorblind. Hey man, on this channel, we try to get to 70K.
Hey!
Do us a favor, smash the subscribe button, help us get to 70K and be a part of the fam. Let us know what y'all think about colorblindness in the comment section down below. Let's get into the video.
America must be a colorblind society, or it won't be America. There will still be a country that borders Canada and Mexico and sits between two oceans, but it won't be the nation envisioned by Thomas Jefferson in the Declaration of Independence, or Frederick Douglass in his What to the Slave is the 4th of July oration, or Abraham Lincoln in his Gettysburg Address, or Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. in his I Have a Dream speech. Until recently, every school child knew what it meant to be colorblind, but that's no longer true. So I'll explain it. To be colorblind is to be guided by the belief that immutable traits, such as race, tell you nothing important about a person. The color of your skin is as meaningless as the color of your eyes. What matters are your actions. No one said it better than Reverend King. I have a dream that my 4 little children...
Make sure I'm hearing this dude right, yo.
Nothing important about a person.
The color of your skin tells you nothing important about a person. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know. I think that... All right, here we go. We already in the video. I'm going to tell y'all what I think. Y'all let me know what y'all think. We can chop it up. All right. I don't necessarily think that it tells you anything negative about a person.
I agree.
But I do think that it can inform you somewhat about a person's history.
And upbringing.
About a person's background. Give you some context of... You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, for example, let's say I see someone that looks like they're from Mexico, right? Or whatever like that. There is certain things that I would or wouldn't do around them. There's certain culture things that I wouldn't do around them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Let's say someone is African American. It's probably stuff, I don't know. I feel like it do tell you, it's probably stuff that I just wouldn't do that would be disrespectful if you act like you just didn't see who they are. You know
so I feel like if our skin color isn't important, right, then why are there different skin colors? So
this is why I want to focus on the words of what they're saying. And I want us to talk about this in the comment section to bring us together and get an understanding. I don't want us to be arguing at each other and all this stuff. So we're just trying to get an understanding, you feel me? So... But, all right, the definition that he's saying is immutable traits, colorblindness, such as race, and it says traits such as race, tells you nothing about a person. But it does tell you something about a person. You can choose to ignore what the color of somebody's skin tells you. For example, if you see the color of my skin is black, right, you probably would watch what you say about slavery. You probably wouldn't just bring the conversation up because you probably would assume I have a history with slavery, right? Whether I do personally, which I do based on my ancestors, but like, and if y'all want to know this through like the ancestry.com, 23andMe or whatever that joint is, you know what I'm saying? Your boy did track that joint, you feel me? Nevertheless, like if I, yeah, I think that looking at somebody's skin color gives us clues. And I don't agree that they should give you negative indications. So I shouldn't look at a white person and assume that they're racist because I'm assuming the worst.
Right.
But to look at somebody and look at them with love, there you go, to assume, how can I be mindful to love you? Right? By looking at the color of your skin in order to respect you, in order to reestablish dignity and whatever you got going on. So that I don't just, I'm colorblind and I
don't see color.
Because for most people, they would say something around their own race that they wouldn't say around others.
Exactly. I agree.
I know white people that'll say nigga around white people.
Right. But
wouldn't say nigga around niggas.
Yeah, I agree.
I know black people that'll say racist stuff around black people.
Yeah.
But wouldn't say racist stuff around white people.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So you can't say that you don't see the color, because sometimes it allows the comfort of what you are.
It creates boundaries.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it puts those boundaries into place. So
on bro, because some stuff you just wouldn't say. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
But you wouldn't say it. Why? In order to love that person.
Right.
Right? So yeah, looking at color to say, oh, this person's a thief, this person's a thug, this person's a racist. No. But looking at this person saying, hey man, this person might not like if I do that.
Right.
This person might not like if I do that. And so I'm gonna watch myself based on again, you may not know, you may be off, and that's okay, but it does give you indications. So to say that it tells you nothing important.
Yeah.
The color of your skin is as meaningless as the color of your eyes. What matters are your actions. No one said it better than Reverend King. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. King said those words in 1963.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So this is gonna be a long probably video. But I think that's not the same thing, bro. Like, it's not the same thing. Again, like I said, being judged by the color of your skin. Yes, you should not be judged harshly, negatively, looked down upon. But we're not talking about that when we talk about, does your skin color tell you anything important about a person? So I think that you mixing 2 different things, right? It tells you something important about a person. It gives you context clues, bro. And you can't ignore context clues. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying that a red light don't tell you nothing important about traffic.
Yeah.
It gives you context clues. You probably should stop, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's things that you probably should, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I agree with Dr. Martin Luther King that, yes, I want my children to grow up in a world where our children do not be judged by the color of their skin.
Yeah.
But I think ignoring the color of their skin and ignoring things about them that make them beautiful, that make them who they are, that's totally different than being judged. Again, I don't agree with being judged, but I think giving somebody indication to I don't know, that joint, I feel like it's just mixing the words and trying to use King as a
fallback.
Yeah, as a fallback. And I just don't agree. And I'm not saying he wrong, and I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying I just don't think it's the same. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
By the time Barack Obama became president in 2009, King's dream had been effectively realized. Yes, there were still individual racists, but racism was dead, universally discredited. No one who espoused overtly racist views was taken seriously in America. And then they were. Why and how this reversal took place is complex, of course. But if we were to ascribe it to one recent event, it would be the death of George Floyd. Floyd, a black man, died while in police custody in May 2020. On the heels of Floyd's death, issues of race preoccupied the nation. A new vision of America was emerging. Colorblind was out, anti-racism was in. And what is anti-racism? Here's how Ibram X. Kendi, a professor at Boston University and the leading figure of the anti-racist movement, described it. The only remedy to racist discrimination is anti-racist discrimination. The only remedy to past discrimination is present discrimination. The only remedy to present discrimination is future discrimination. In other words, only by discriminating against whites can equality be achieved. How long will it take and who did...
See, I don't agree with that either, man. See, people be saying some wild stuff, man, and I don't...
You think he's saying this, or this is just something he's reading?
He's quoting somebody. I don't know this dude. Okay. I'm just talking about what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? This is a reaction video. I'm just talking about what I'm hearing. No, I don't think, again, like I said, we should not discriminate against white people.
Right.
We should not discriminate against black people.
Right.
We should do things that promote acts of love towards other people. And we should use indications and information and awareness in our surrounding and our mind to love other people.
That's it. That's the one.
You know what I'm saying?
Tayshaun for president.
What are y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? Discriminate against white people is crazy.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
absurd. It's absurd.
And it's like, bro, now again, and I think we should love, here we go. If you want to talk about equally, let's love everybody equally. Whether we agree or not.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? So if y'all know me, and I'm going to say it, I'm not for homosexuality. Don't care if y'all clip it up. Don't care, whatever. Yeah. I'm not for it. However, I will choose to love the homosexual because God has loved me. Right? Yeah. So I'm not going to discriminate against the homosexual. I hope. And if I do, I hope people call me out for it and say, hey, bro, I know that you don't agree with what they're doing, but what you're doing is discrimination. And it might take me a year to understand what you're saying, but hopefully we work together and work through it. Right? So that's just me. And that's just where I'm at. But no, we don't discriminate against white people. We love white people. Yeah. We don't discriminate against black people. We love black people. We don't discriminate against Jewish people. We love Jewish people.
And when you say
we don't discriminate against Mexicans or Hispanics. I probably not politically correct calling them Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my Hispanic people, man. You know what I'm saying? Your boy's still learning. But nah, man, y'all got me tight about that.
Are we like more so like talking about being rude and
no. So that's what I'm saying. Going back to definition, discrimination is when you choose to give something to one person based on age, race, religion, and you choose not to give something to somebody based on age, race, gender, you know what I'm saying, ethnicity, right? And you're choosing what you do. And that's what I'm saying. We don't choose to love based on your age, your race. We're going to love older people. We're going to love young people. We're going to love the kids. We're going to love babies. You know what I'm saying? So, miss me with that. I don't even agree with whoever that profession. I don't even care if it's a profession. You know what I'm saying? Like, bump that, man. No, that's not it. You don't discriminate against white people. Yeah. Hate cannot run out hate. You got to overcome hate with love on road.
Determines when the goal is reached. No one has ever bothered to say. White Americans' anti-racist thinking goes are either flat-out bigots or undeserving beneficiaries of past and present racism. The system is rotten to the core, thus the commonly used term systemic racism. For Kendi, race explains everything. This is critical race theory, or CRT. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, is another expression of the same idea. If you're not seen as white, your race explains every personal failure. And if you are seen as white, your whiteness explains every personal success.
All right, this is what I think people gotta stop doing too. All right, so y'all gonna get this work today on bro. I may not agree with that black man on what he just said. The black man that made the quote. I may not agree with that black man. But let's stop using our disagreement to simplify somebody else's argument and to try not to hear the rest of what they're saying. So when you follow up on what that black man just said, and I don't agree with him, I clearly articulated that. I also don't think that this is what he's saying. I don't think that black man is saying that race explains every personal failure and that your whiteness explains every personal success. That's an oversimplification of what he's trying to say. And even though I don't agree with him, I still would like to listen to him and then at least bare minimum represent what he's saying genuinely.
And I think
this is not what he's saying. Even if I don't agree, that's not what he's saying. That's oversimplified.
Yeah, I think it's hard to actually agree or disagree when you're just pulling one quote out of the whole. Like, I'm sure there was a whole speech behind it. So if we get the context of the full entirety of a speech, then we can get, Yeah,
and that's why you want to talk more about it because again, there's context.
Exactly.
This is oversimplified. You got to get the context, and then at least if you're gonna at least represent what the black man is saying in a genuine way. To oversimplify and say. Because it's like me and my wife arguing, and she trying to explain something to me, and I say, so what I'm hearing is that you just say she's trying to buy a car, and we don't got the money for it, and I say, well, what I'm hearing is that you just materialistic. No, bro, that's an oversimplification of what she said. You choosing a car over our family. I say I took from it. You materialistic, but there's a lot of other things that she, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
She may have her love language may be gifts. She may have a whole other thing going on, and materialism is not what she's communicating.
Right.
So I just don't agree with this either.
Your character doesn't.
I'm gonna keep watching these videos, man, because this, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about these joints on bro.
This is the exact opposite of colorblindness. You can't follow Kendi's anti-racist philosophy and at the same time endorse King's "I have a dream" message. One judges people by their race, the other by their actions. One loathes America, the other has faith in America. One has no finish line, the other does. In a short period of time, the new racists have created an entire industry devoted to promoting race consciousness. It has spread like a cancer into virtually every university and corporation in America. The University of Michigan has a DEI staff of 241 and an annual budget of $30 million, all supposedly to root out racism at one of America's most liberal colleges. Name a major...
Okay, so it's diversity, equity, and inclusion to root out racism. Y'all let me know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that that's their goal. I don't know if it is. I just think, man, do we take time enough to slow down and just listen to other people? I may, at the end of the day, not even agree with diversity, equity, and inclusion. But can I listen to them to try to at least understand where they're going and possibly see the beauty in what they are trying to do? Even if I don't agree. Even if that's the thing, it's almost, you know what I'm saying? It's so crazy, like where we come to as America, you know what I'm saying? Even if I don't agree, can I try to see the beauty in what you are trying to do? So my wife, for example, she can care less about investments. And I care a lot about investing. She cares about going shopping and taking trips.
Babe,
and
not too much on me now.
Family memory. No, because they got to get this work. They got to get this work, bro. To understand what I'm trying to communicate.
Yeah.
And I don't care about buying clothes. I do care about trips. Trips is okay, but buying clothes and all this stuff, I just think it's goofy. We will sit back and argue all day if I don't find the beauty in what she's trying to do for our family.
Right.
If she don't find the beauty in what I'm trying to do. It doesn't mean that we agree.
Right.
But it means that even though I wouldn't do that, I wouldn't even go down that direction, I will support you and I will celebrate you and I will see the beauty in what you're trying to do, even though I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then along the journey,
Enjoy it.
I think, we bend. Man, if we be, this is a bar, and then we're going to continue this video. If we continue to be so stiff like this and don't give no bend, we're going to break.
And it probably
That's
has
the
a
one.
fully staffed DEI department. It's even infiltrated some elementary schools where students are encouraged to sort themselves by race. How do we restore the colorblind idea?
Bro.
First, we must understand that America's founding principle that all men are created equal, as Jefferson put it, is colorblind. That's why Frederick Douglass implored us to stand by those principles in the Declaration and the Constitution. Be true to them on all occasions. To be colorblind isn't to be ignorant of the role race played in America's past. It's to learn from that past. And the lesson is, people shouldn't be judged by their skin color. To think otherwise doesn't fight racism, it promotes it. That's what Lincoln was getting at when during a bloody civil war over the... It promotes it. By their skin color. To think otherwise doesn't fight racism, it promotes it.
Okay, got it.
That's what Lincoln was getting at when during a bloody civil war over the issue of slavery, he said at Gettysburg that America would experience a new birth of freedom. To regard skin color as meaningless is not only the American ideal, it is the human ideal. Why would we discard this belief for something so narrow, bigoted, and phony as anti-racism and its equivalents, CRT and DEI? To be American is to be colorblind. Full stop. I'm Andre Archie, professor of philosophy at Colorado State University and author of The Virtue of Colorblindness for Prager University. Thank you for watching this video.
Man, I think another danger about words like colorblind is that people may have their own definition of what it means, and so then we're talking about two different things.
Yeah.
When somebody hear colorblind, they might not even go to the dictionary, and I'm going off what his definition of in this video. I'm not even saying his definition is the definition. Right? I'm only responding to what he said. But to somebody else, colorblind may be, you trying to tell me I don't see color? You see what I'm saying? So then y'all having two different conversations. One person have a conversation based off a definition given. One person may be having a conversation based on if this is in a Webster. I don't know if it is or not. And one person have a conversation just off breaking down the words. Color, blind. I see color. I'm not blind. Y'all not gonna gaslight me. You know what I'm saying? So we might be talking from so many different angles.
Yeah.
We don't even know what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, man, this is my reaction. These are my thoughts. I'm not even saying I know what I'm talking about. But I do know I'm talking about love. Come on, somebody. Right? We are to love one another. We are to be America, and we are to be united. I do know that. I do know that. Right?
United we stand, or
divided we fall.
There it is.
Bro. Don't forget, man, like and subscribe, man. We just having fun, man. Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments. This is going to be a fun one down below, man. Yeah. We love you guys. We will see you guys
in the next video. Peace.